guys, hello, this is Allison from Allie and Katie Plays. I guess we're just gonna call it Allie and Katie for now. I had found this very amazing video. Now, I'm just gonna say this, I do suffer from depression myself. I had watched a bit of this video. There is no swearing, and it is kid friendly, and I feel like it's very important for some of my viewers to see. This had been very powerful, very strong towards me, and I felt like I should share it with you guys. Okay, let's start the video.
I'm not the only kid who grew up this way. Surrounded by people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones. As if broken bones hurt more than the names we got called, and we got called them all.
I have been called a few names.
So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us. That we'd be lonely forever. That we'd never meet someone to make us feel like the sun was something they built for us in their tool shed. So broken heartstrings bled the blues as we tried to empty ourselves so we would feel nothing. Don't tell me that hurts less than a broken bone. That an ingrown life is something surgeons can cut away, but there's no way for it to metastasize. It does. She was 8 years old. Our first day of grade 3 when she got called ugly. We both got moved to the back of class so we could stop getting bombarded by spitballs. But the school halls were a battleground where we found ourselves outnumbered day after wretched day. We used to stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside we'd have to rehearse running away or learn to stay still like statues, giving no clues that we were there in grade 5. They taped a sign to the front of her desk that read, "Beware of dog." To this day, despite a loving husband, she doesn't think she's beautiful because of a birthmark that takes up a little less than half her face. Kids used to say she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. And they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom. Because they see her heart before they see her skin. Because she's only ever always been amazing. He was a broken branch grafted onto a different family tree. Adopted. Not because his parents opted for a different destiny. He was 3 when it became a mixed drink of 1 part left alone and 2 parts tragedy. Started therapy in 8th grade. Had a personality made up of tests and pills. Lived like the uphills were mountains and the downhills were cliffs. 4/5 suicidal, a tidal wave of antidepressants, and an adolescent speed called pauper. 1 part because of the pills. 99 parts because of the cruelty. He tried to kill himself in grade 10 when a kid who could still go home to mom and dad had the audacity to tell him, "Get over it." As if to
Now that is one thing that if any of your parents are watching this video, and if any of you are suffering from depression, tell your parent, just let your parents see this. Oh my gosh, like if any parent tells their kid to get over it, what kind of parent would do that? Seriously, this is a serious video, and no parent should ever tell their children, like, if a kid is being bullied at school, your parents should never say get over it. I've never been told to get over it, thankfully. My parents really do care a lot. But some kids are not as lucky. It's very sad when you think about it. Some kids are being abused at home, and it's horrible. Some kids do go into adoption, which thankfully I'm very glad that there are orphanages, because sometimes there are kids who their parents are not very nice. They're not very good, and they have to go somewhere else to a different family. So that's why I feel like this video is really important. I don't know if I have a mic, or I know it's recording the screen, of course.
Depression is something that can be remedied by any of the contents found in a first aid kit. To
Which
this
is
day,
not
he
true.
has a stick of TNT lit from both ends. Could describe track stuck on repeat when people say things like kids can be cruel. Every school was a big top circus tent, and the pecking order went from acrobats to lion tamers, from clowns to carnies. All of these miles ahead of who we were freaks. Lobster claw boys and bearded ladies. Oddities juggling depression and loneliness, playing solitaire, spinning the bottle, trying to kiss the wounded parts of ourselves and heal. But at night, while the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope. It was practice, and yes, some of us fell. But I want to tell them that all of this is just debris left over when we finally decide to smash all the things we thought we used to be. And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer. Because there's something inside you that made you keep trying despite everyone who told you to quit. You built a cast around your broken heart inside of yourself. You decided they were wrong. Because maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique. Maybe they decided to pick you last for basketball or everything. Maybe you used to bring bruises and broken teeth to show and tell but never told. Because how can you hold your ground if everyone around you wants to bury you beneath it? You have to believe that they were wrong. They have to be wrong. Why else would we still be here? We grew up learning to cheer on the underdog because we see ourselves in them. We stem from a root planted in the belief that we are not what we were called. We are not abandoned cars stalled out and sitting empty on some highway. And if in some way we are, don't worry. We only got out to walk and get gas. We are graduating members from the class of we made it. Not the faded echoes of voices crying out names will never hurt me. Of course, they did. But our lives will only ever always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty.
This is amazing. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ah. Oh, God. Well, this is, I like Warriors, okay? Well, that was the video. I thought it was really good, and I thought I wanted to share it with you. I'm really sorry about that, ending part. I didn't know that was up next. Oh my god. Just try and ignore that. Don't go back and let me guess. Some of you already did. Wow. Anyways, that's the video I wanted to show you, and I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and see you later.